Hey guys, it's the Jedi's point of view, and today we're going to be talking about the Jedi path. We're going back to my roots here, and we're going to be talking more about just the Jedi religion itself. And today we're going to be talking about the three pillars of the Jedi. So it's the Force, knowledge, and self-discipline. So let's just jump right into that. So of course I have my handy dandy Jedi Path book here with me today, and in the first part of the book here, it goes over the three pillars of the Jedi. And the first pillar, which is the Force, obviously it talks through there. You get to see cool excerpts of like Luke talking as well. So there's Luke writing down right there. And then Qui-Gon also left a note. So the first pillar is the Force. So Yoda talks about this as well, and he says the core of all Jedi these should be. So the three pillars of the Jedi, Force, knowledge, and self-discipline, encompasses all we do as Jedi and reinforce the precepts of the Jedi Code. Because the Force is in all things, it is rightfully set as the first pillar, which makes sense. The Force binds everything together, so obviously it's the first and most important pillar. So then they go on to talk about the first pillar, and so just I'm going to bring out one point here that Qui-Gon also talks about. He underlined this here, and he says, it is the life energy tingling around you when you pass. So, and then obviously that's cool because Qui-Gon's the first Jedi to ever transcend death. So he says, it strikes me that the living force is the essence of our Jedi calling. Despite Master Dooku's warnings, I cannot turn away from helping others, even if it works against my destiny. Qui-Gon. Which makes sense because he knew he had to help Anakin. He had to get him out of there. He just felt a vergence in the Force. I'm going to keep flipping through here, and this book is amazing. If you haven't read this book, it's full of knowledge. Alright, so the second pillar, knowledge. So Yoda leaves another comment here. He goes, familiar a youngling must be with the archives. From knowledge, wisdom grows. Which makes sense. And then they go through and talk about just all the things in the archives, which are apparently complete, but you know how it is. In the prequel trilogy, Palpatine has had some control over that because Dooku is in there, so we get to learn more about the galaxy, stars, and planets. It's pretty neat. There's the galaxy map that over here on this side actually is your unknown regions, so that's like where Thrawn came from, and the Yuzhang Vong and Legends, but I think it's called the Grisk Hegemony now. I haven't finished that first Thrawn book yet. I'm I think 4 chapters out. There's a galactic bestiary as well, and there's some pretty cool beasts in there. This is your Mygeetan white worm, that big boy there, the worm. It's pretty neat, dude. Star Wars just has tons of lore, and I can't wait till Disney explores it all with Disney Plus. They're going to be just killing it with all those shows. And the third pillar is self-discipline, which is also one of the most important as well. This is one of the pillars where they talk about meditation. You can see there she's doing some floating meditation, which is apparently one of the best ways to reach your inner self, which, I mean, I can't float yet, but hopefully one day, I'll be meditating and I'll just start levitating. But empty meditation, which purges your negative emotions and lets you step back from attachment. So moving meditation is an awake state that reduces distraction and increases your focus on a task. You may find it improves your ability to repair a device, your skill in sifting through data in the archives, or your combat drills. So just meditation, in my personal experience, I've only just recently started doing it once a day. I'd like to do it more. I've noticed, but that once I'm done, I feel so clear of thought and that I'm just ready to tackle whatever challenge comes next. And I don't know, I guess one, with my being. They talk about more here. So Luke goes and comments about the floating meditation. I find this pretty funny. I accidentally discovered rising meditation years ago. When Han startled me, I was a meter off the ground. The fall wasn't painful, just embarrassing. Luke. So that's pretty neat. So there's your three pillars of the Jedi. I'm going to stop us right there, and I'm going to jump right back into the first pillar, which is the Force, and just talk a little bit about how the dark side can affect your being. So there is a dark side of everybody. Everyone has that in them. And this picture perfectly illustrates it for me because obviously it's one girl and she is the same person, but in the mirror, it's her dark side person. So as Jedi initiates, you are young and have not yet experienced the temptations of the dark side, but take heed, for nothing else has the same potential to ruin your good works and good name. And Jedi must turn away from the dark passions within themselves. So you already know of the Force as omnipresent, simultaneously existing as both a personal energy and as an imposing power through its living and unifying aspects. The dark side is not some missing piece. Don't be tricked into seeking it. The Force is a mountain rising from the water. The dark side is merely the submerged, scum-covered underside. If you choose to dive, the slime will trap and drown you. Passion lines the path to the dark side and must be avoided. Fear, anger, and hate are strong passions that will cause you to lose focus and to find appeal in the easy pleasures of the dark side. Love is also a strong passion and equally dangerous. Those who obsess over a parent, child, or lover devote all their energies toward the special object of their focus. Which for me, I can't say that I am on that right path because I have a lover, I have a child on the way, and I'm going to have these emotions and passions and love for them, which will corrupt me in some ways. I will choose them over the right choice, which they are the right choice in our real life, our reality. I'm obviously not going to be an absolute Jedi, but I'm going to do my best to become a Jedi and to be everything that you can in this religion. And like Anakin says, the Jedi must serve all, not a select few. But then, so he underlines that and goes, "I miss people outside the temple and would do anything to protect them. Does that make me a bad person?" And then Ahsoka comments as well, and she goes, "Sky Guy has a heart after all." So there's cool little excerpts like that. Like the whole side of the page here, you can see is just lined with Luke and then Anakin and Ahsoka, and every page has some of that. But I feel like the Jedi of the prequel like trilogy and just like, you know, the old school Jedi of the Old Republic were a bit blind to attachment and to the way that love can work in your favor. And if you look at Luke's story in episode 4, 5, and 6, he definitely loves Leia, Han, and Chewie and wants to protect them with everything he has and with the power he has learned from the Jedi path and from what Obi-Wan has taught him. And he feels like his attachments aren't a negative thing, which some of them aren't. So I'll let you guys sit on those thoughts for now. That's just the first part of the Jedi path that I'm going to be covering with you guys. I'm definitely going to be reading through the whole book and doing the whole book on my channel, just piece by piece and by importance as well. If I feel like I should talk about it, I'm going to talk about it because at the end of the day, it's a Jedi's point of view. And that's all I got for you today, guys. So may the Force be with you always. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below about what you think of the 3 pillars of the Jedi. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.